Tonight, a very special story of courage and determination. People have some perceptions when it comes to life on the streets, crime, and the inner city. But one man is working to change all of that. His name is Tyrone Flowers, and despite some incredible odds, he's not giving up.
Well, in this corner is where I got shot at, right there.
Whether you live it or see it through the eyes of someone else,
I was told I'd be dead or in jail by the time I was 18.
life on the streets of the inner city can be hard to comprehend.
My father was murdered.
Tyrone Flowers grew up on the streets of Kansas City and saw things no child should ever see.
Bodies in Truce Lake, cars, we would see the cars floating, and then the cops would be doing their diving. Then up around the corner is where you had a large prostitution ring.
Tyrone took us to the Kansas City streets he grew up on, the same streets that his organization recruits from today.
I used to take this route to school.
He's the founder of a nonprofit organization called M-Pact. Tyrone works tirelessly to not only change, but to save the lives of high-risk youth.
The population that I love serving are the ones that are beyond that. They've already indulged in violence and, the drugs and the gangs. They've experienced all that.
Tyrone experienced that violence, but he survived.
It's weird. I've been on this corner, and ever since.
You haven't been back on this corner since 88?
88.
May 23rd, 1988. Tyrone's life changed forever on the corner of Prospect and Swope.
The bus let out right here. I got off the bus, and then I turned around.
When Tyrone turned around, he expected to see the guy's fists, ready to fight, but he never expected what happened next.
Then he put out a .357 Magnum and shot me.
3 times, 3 bullets, which sentenced Tyrone to spend the rest of his life in a wheelchair. But while many would have given up or gone on to live a dark, bitter life, Tyrone moved forward. He enrolled in Penn Valley, earned a scholarship to Mizzou, and the young man who grew up on the streets even went to law school. Sure, he thought about retaliation, but that wasn't in the cards.
Before I got him, God got me. And, part of salvation is forgiving.
I talked to their father yesterday.
While at Mizzou, Tyrone met and married Renee, his soulmate who shares his passion and his dream.
He has a passion and a desire to help people make a difference. And that's, even when we met, that was one of the first things that he talked about, is what he wanted to do with, kids, to help kids.
Since 1993, Tyrone, Renee, and M-Pact have been working full-time to change lives. Many times, it's as simple as showing young people like Pierre and Elijah that they have choices.
I got friends that still didn't finish high school just because they were just worried about next week.
Without choices, Tyrone teaches them their options are few, like focusing on the wrong role models, say the guy with the cool car and all the money.
I don't want to walk around and not have what he had. So it's like, well, what is he doing? He's selling drugs or doing his own kind of hustle.
One at a time, Tyrone reaches out to these young men, the men who are usually down to their last 2 options.
It's death or incarceration.
And claims a life most others have written off.
What do you see in these young people?
Endless possibility. Endless possibility. I just see a bright future because I look at myself as an example. I mean, no one really claimed me until after I was 23.
He really is a remarkable guy. M-Pact is reaching these young men in all sorts of ways through mentoring, camps, and other programs. One of the biggest tools is getting these young men out of their comfort zones and using their leadership skills in better ways.
You gotta wonder why they'd stay in that comfort zone. Is it a fear of the unknown?
It really is. Tyrone was telling me he turned down a basketball scholarship when he was 18 because he just didn't know what was expected of him. So he turned it down and walked away. He wanted to stay in the comfortable part of his little place in Kansas City and continued going on and doing what he did. He obviously did go to college, and you see what he's doing now.
He's doing a lot of great things
Incredible guy. We've got more information on our website. Go to my blog, Clegg's Comments, on NBCActionNews.com, and you'll find some more information.
Great story.
Thanks.